Hi, it's Jane Jennings here from SaveTime.org, and today we're looking at the Organise Your Life system of organisers in terms of how they work for your Pink Shoe Power time management style. Now the thing is about organisers that it feels such a good move in itself just to purchase one. Few we think now will be organised, but just having that piece of magic doesn't mean we can wave it like a wand over our life and suddenly we're organised. Sorry. So what makes a good organiser? Well, here's what we think. It has to be easy to use. It has to be in a form that we can easily access, either computer-based, phone-based or paper-based, or a mix of all. The important thing here is it needs to work for you. And it has to remind you of when you need to take action on something, send a birthday card or have a meeting. Now that's on a physical level. Now if you're a focused Fiona or a driven Diana and some helpful Helens, you'll be motivated to get stuck into whatever is required to get those organisers to work. For instance, this might be uploading quite a lot of data to begin with, so the rest of your life is easier. It's a great trade-off, a few hours here and some updating later. For the most part, you can rely upon the organiser to do its thing. No stress and no anxiety about wondering what you've missed. So this is the next level it has to work on, your emotional level. Now most Fionas, Dianas and many Helens are motivated to simply being organised. They have experienced the payoff so they know it works for them.
Okay, I'm just going to go over to the computer. I want to take you into the organisers so you get a feel for them yourself. Now Fionas, focused Fionas, driven Dianas and many Helens will love the features. Later I'll touch on what Last Minute Lucy and Juggling Julie can do to make them work well for them too.
It covers your whole life, yourself, your home, your family and money, all in 4 separate sections. It's full of lists for everything in your life imaginable. Now here's the money organiser. At the front of every organiser there's some helpful tips and information to get you started into using these systems. And then we go into the personal profile page. Now personal details, this page is in the front of every one of the organisers, and I suggest you choose one that you want to use as your primary organiser and put your personal profile information in there so you don't have to repeat it across the others. Now in each one of the planners, each one of these organisers, there is some planning sections. So you've got daily schedules, weekly timetables, to-do lists in the front of each one. And then you go into the money specific section here. Now there are lists for your goals. You may want to go into, this is a great one to put in your short-term money goals. And then you can go into your long-term money goals. And then we've got the business section, balance sheets, business planning, monthly budget. You can go into a property section. There's a personal finance section, even a section here if you want to put in children's pocket money, taxation records, work information as well. You scroll through, you'll see that it's all well set out, some fabulous content in there. Another plus with these organisers, they're interactive. You click on the sheet you want to work with in the index, on the contents page, and it will take you directly to the page that you want, and you can input your information. So again, I'll take you into the travel log, for instance. Here in the travel log, you can input your details, the dates and times, where you went, why you went, just tab across, very simple. And then you can come up here, if you made a mistake, you can click here to make this page blank, reset it, you can print it. You can print this out and file it away or use it online, whatever works for you. Now we have the Self Organiser. Now this is fabulous because in here, if we go into the index, again we've got the personal profile, but in here you have got these fabulous areas that you can take care of everything in your personal life. Now I use this as my base one, so I go into this and I use my to-do list here for the coming week. Now I've only filled in a few of these for filming purposes, but this is the one that I keep as my basic Bible. What I love about this one, there's absolutely pages in here for everything you can possibly think of. Dreams, there's a There's a gratitude journal back there. There is lessons learned, long-term goals. We can go down into where you can file away your information about your health books, DVDs and CDs, health journal, health products, life celebration and funeral plans, medication taking mood diary. Now within the organising system, there's also a calendar feature. Now this is the only part of the system that you need to update if you are interested in using this calendar. The rest of the organiser stays current. Now this is a very great tool to use online. You can go in there, easily complete your details and print it out if you choose to have that printed, and note down important events down the side as well. I love this tool to be able to help me see my month at a glance. But what about me? I hear the juggling Julie's and last minute Lucy's asking. Does this system work for us as well? Okay, as a Julie myself, I can say this, well I can whisper it. We don't really like spending time getting organised because there are far more interesting things to be doing with our time. So for us, we really have to work on the motivation behind why we want to be organised. So we have to tap into the emotional level here. Now for me it's easy. I'm juggling lots of different projects and lots of things. So I need to be right on top of my game. And I'm really committed to meeting my goals. So to do this, I know I don't want to waste time and brain space trying to remember things or worrying about what I've forgotten or where I put some information I need. I need to write down all that little pieces of information and know where I can find them, such as birthdays, insurance details, tax information, babysitters' phone numbers, school parent phone numbers, etc., etc. All the information I want to keep hold of. And writing them down on little bits of paper just doesn't work. There's lots of little bits of paper floating around out there with all my important things on them, lost to me forever. So I want all those bits of information easy to find in one place, and that's a major plus of this organising system. But I have to admit that while I love the idea of being organised, I was daunted by the prep work. All that time filling in the forms, that's what I was thinking. But I realised no pain, no gain. I had to put some time aside and just get stuck in and do it. And once you get going, I have to admit this, it's very easy to use. And I love knowing I would only have to do it once. The downside of the organisers, well, you have to fill in the details, but there are two things you can do if you really have an aversion to filling in forms. Number one, you can get yourself a virtual assistant and ask them to do it, or you can swap some time with a Focus Fiona, who you know is going to do a great job, and do something for them in return. Or you can time chunk it. Set yourself a specific time and just for a limited time get started and just put in bits for particular sections of your life that you want to have your information on file for. It doesn't take long. Now this way, Claire McPhee's Organise Your Life system works for any Pink Shoe Power style. The only other downside is I'm still the source of all this information. I still need to get my husband to use it, so I'm not the only one who has all the answers to everything. But the benefits outweigh the downsides by miles by using these systems, and I love the fact it's a complete system with everything in one place rather than scattered all over. You'll save yourself lots of time and stress with this system many times over. Now Claire claimed she wasn't good at organising, and she came up with the idea because she was feeling overwhelmed. Well, let us tell you a little secret about Claire. Her Pink Shoe Power profile is a Focus Fiona, so she's the perfect person to have developed an organiser. So you know you're in great hands with this organising system. Now if you want to find out some more about them, you can find them in Save Time at Home section of Save Time, our website, in the online store.